Hello, what's up everybody? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is CryptoSomniac here to bring you everything crypto related, where the rich never sleep. Now, what are we talking about today? We're talking about some altcoins and predictions in the market. In all honesty, I think the market is going to be sitting sideways for the next month or 2 to 3 weeks anyway, at least. We've got segregated witness coming up for Bitcoin on August 1st, and I think that's got the market a little uncertain. A lot of these coins are still tied to the price of Bitcoin. Now, not every coin is, but a lot of them are. So when you see a bloody day for Bitcoin, it's kind of a bloody day for everybody. Luckily today, it's a sale day, so if you're looking to purchase, today could be a good day. I don't expect a lot of these investments to bring you any returns in the short term immediately. So if you're a day trader, while there's still certainly money to be made, I think it's going to be a little bit harder. I think you're going to see, like I said, a lot of sideways movement. You're not going to see another bull run, I think, probably until sometime in August, maybe September. You know, nobody knows. I can't predict the market, but I think it's going to be a quiet 2 or 3 weeks in a time where you can accumulate some more coins. We got a lot of stuff in red today over here on Poloniex, Siacoin, and Stratus. We got BitShares. We got a lot of stuff on sale today. So I want to go over a couple coins, starting with, I think, I want to go over Ripple because I've shared Ripple a couple times now on my stream. And for starters, we're sort of at this Fibonacci retracement level of 60% or so from the recent highs in the beginning of June, or May rather even. And we've been seeing a lot of consolidation, and I think this thing is ready for a massive, massive bull run. It's been just sitting sideways for an entire month now. And I set a Q price here of about 8,759 Satoshis. If you want, you can bump that up a little bit to say 9,000. Really close to where we are now. A lot of the investment world is on vacation in June, so I think that's normal to see. Not a lot of action. Again, the community is sort of split over Ripple. I'm for Ripple. I am invested in Ripple. I think it's a good project. I think it is, you know, if banks are investing in it, why shouldn't you? So moving on, I'm going to talk about, let's talk about Steem. Now, again, I like to talk about projects that I like for the long term. And Steem is one of them. Steem is a social media platform, basically, where you can post your blogs, content, articles on Steam, kind of like in a similar fashion to Reddit if you've ever used Reddit, and you can get paid for your content. And I think it's going to be huge in the future. I think this is easily a double to triple digit coin. Right now we're at like $1.80, and we've been sinking a little bit from these recent highs in June, and I think we're getting towards, again, this Fibonacci retracement sweet spot, 60-65% area. I set a Q price at 0.006, 60,000 Satoshis. We are in a little bit of a downtrend. Again, I think a lot of the market is sitting in a similar way right now. I think we can not expect too much in the next couple weeks, but this is a coin that I like for the long term. I don't think there's really a bad price you can get in, but if you're looking for a sweet spot, I think this area of 60,000 Satoshis is a pretty good mark. Again, this is a coin that I believe in long term. It's one of my favorites in my portfolio, and I won't be. You know, I bought in, I think, over around here, so I'm sorry, sort of, I don't have much of a profit, but I'm okay. I think this is easily a double-digit coin in the near future. So let's talk about the ever-popular Ant Shares. We are still on this downward trend. I had covered this in a video not too long ago. Let's bring this bar over a little bit. I set a Q price here at around 0.002388828. Now we saw this huge spike up right before the announcement of the headquarters and conference that took place in China at Microsoft headquarters, and then we saw this huge crash back down. We saw a little bit of a correction because, you know, a lot of people here selling off after the announcement, just trying to take a profit, not holding on for the long term, fearing that their money's going, you know, away. So you get all this panic selling, and then you get some of these people going, oh, this is a great price to buy back in at, so they go back up, the price goes back up, and now we're sort of in this consolidation period right here where, you know, I don't expect to see a whole lot of movement for the time being. So I would expect a little bit, maybe more of some pullback. I don't know if you'll see it drop down all the way to here. This was around the $4 or $5 mark. If it does, fabulous. I'll be buying more. But for now, I think a more realistic expectation is somewhere in this mark here. I have my Q price again set at 0.002. I think that's a pretty good mark. AntShares, for those of you who don't know, is being called the killer of Ethereum in China. And it actually does things differently than Ethereum does. It improves upon some of the scalability issues that Ethereum is having. And we're seeing that with all the ICOs. We're seeing the Ethereum network being sort of bogged down by all this ICO traffic. And I think that's part of the reason why you've seen the price dip recently. We're down to around the $250 mark. And AntShares, again, this is being touted as the Ethereum killer, where it does a lot of the things that Ethereum does but better. And it's really huge in China, and China is known for adopting technology and things like that a lot faster than the West does. So you could easily see this spike to as high as Ethereum prices, you know, sooner than Ethereum did. Ethereum has been around for a couple of years now, and so has AntShares, but I wouldn't expect. We had Ethereum at the $8 mark back in January or so, and we've hit highs as recently as 420, and I wouldn't expect, or I would expect AntShares to do something similar in the near future. So a coin that I'm very bullish on in the long term. Another coin we're going to talk about is Siacoin, which is something a really interesting project that I like. There are a couple other projects out there trying to do the similar things, such as storage and what else is there? We got Siacoin, storage. I forget what some of the others are, but I really like Siacoin the most. They are trying to put Dropbox and Amazon storage out of business. They're trying to decentralize the way we store files, and you can store them on a distributed network across many different nodes and peers. And anyway, talking about the price of it, it's honestly, I didn't set a Q price here really. I began to, and then I was looking at this, and it sort of completed this upward triangle and then this downward triangle. And I don't know that there's really a bad price. In fact, I was honestly surprised to see it drop this low. I think I bought in way over here, and I had this bullish rise, and I didn't sell. I've been holding on, even after all these drops. And again, I think this is a great project for the long term. And again, I didn't set a Q price here. It's honestly not a bad time to buy in. I think you could buy in at this price right now. And the relative strength indicator down here, we have a very strong indicator that we should buy. Basically, this relative strength index indicator is sort of an indicator of how overbought or oversold something is. So up here at the top, we have and again, this is just one metric. Don't go by this metric every time, but see it's overbought here, and then the price falls, and you could take other examples. Up here we have some really high indicators that it's being overbought, and boom, comes crashing down. And over here, recently we've had some really good indicators that it's being oversold. So it could be a good time to buy in, and as you've seen, the price has been climbing down. I don't think that there is a bad time to buy in. Again, for any of these projects, if you're thinking long-term, months to years, if you're a day trader, this might be a difficult time to make some money. But if you're in it for the long term, I don't think there is a bad time to get into the crypto world. I think that's it for these coins. I did want to point out something else. The litecoin.mit.edu. Now, for those of you who don't know, Litecoin was a coin that was developed by or at MIT, and a couple weeks ago, this website was released with a countdown to August 1st. Now, nobody knows what this is. Some people are speculating it could be Lightning Network, which is an improvement to the existing technology. It sort of morphs it into like an Ethereum. It's like a side blockchain that enables contracts, and this could sort of morph it into like a more than just a cryptocurrency, which it currently is, or just a currency. When I say cryptocurrency is sort of a bad word, I meant just like a currency, like Bitcoin, Ripple, Dash. These things are just currencies. This could turn Litecoin into something more than just a currency. And this is just speculation. Nobody knows for sure what this countdown timer is. But it's interesting that it's the same date as Bitcoin. And I think Litecoin is actually one of the few coins that we could see a big rise in over the next 3 weeks or so, because a lot of people are, I think, scared of what's going to happen in the Bitcoin potential fork, August 1st, SegWit. So something to keep an eye on. If anyone has anything that they can share about this, I'd be happy to learn and talk more about it. And yeah, so I think that's going to do it for today. Thank you guys for watching. Please like, comment, share this video with people that you think it could help. Also, I just recently started an Instagram. It's CryptoSomniac, just like my YouTube channel. Over there, I'll be sharing stories each day, so please go ahead and follow me. You'll be able to see my live stories, get updates on things that I'm buying, I'm selling, I'm interested in during the day, real time. I also got a course coming out soon. What else? Donations are always readily accepted. I'm trying to improve this channel and spread the wealth here for you guys. This is something that I'm heavily interested in. I'm in here in the charts every day, and I've gotten a lot of great feedback from you guys, and this is something I'm having a lot of fun with. So, as always, donations are accepted. Please hit that subscribe button, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. I'm always happy to answer them, and if there's something that I feel like is worth making a video about, I'll be happy to explain it in more detail. So, remember, the rich never sleep. Have a great rest of your weekend. Talk to you guys soon.